co-host, Poppers, and today we're going to be discussing the first 5 games of Week 2. So I've discovered that I'm very long-winded. I go on very long, so I want to make these videos short and simple and to the point. So we're going to do 5 games per episode, and we're going to do it in 3 episodes. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it a little bit more so I don't have to talk as long. Okay, so let's talk about tonight's matchup. Thursday Night Football, Buccaneers at Panthers. Okay. I was very disappointed in the Buccaneers. I thought they would be better last week against the Niners, and they weren't. To be honest, one Jameis Winston's pick wasn't his fault. The other one could be questionable. The other one went through the receiver's hands. The other one, him and the receiver just had a miscommunication. The other one was really bad. I get that. Okay, so I think, the Panthers are 6.5 point. Buccaneers are 6.5 point underdogs coming into this week. So I really do think the Panthers are a good team. I think they're a playoff caliber team because look at last year, look at what Cam Newton was able to do, and they almost won against a really good Rams team. I had them to win, and they didn't. That was disappointing, but nonetheless, I was still very impressed with what they did. I think this is a good Panthers team. But I do think this is a good Bucs team as well. It's one of the best they have in a while. I don't think Jameis Winston's a good quarterback, but if he can just take the checkdowns to Chris Godwin, O.J. Howard, and Mike Evans, I do think they're going to do well in this game. I don't think they're 6.5 point underdogs. I do think they're going to lose. Panthers are going to win it outright, but I do think the Buccaneers are going to cover. So going on to the next game, Colts at Titans. I don't even think this game's going to be close. I know the Titans are the Colts are only 3-point underdogs, but that's not going to happen. Jacoby Brissett is probably the 3rd worst quarterback in the entire league at this point. That's just because Gardner Minshew is now starting and the Dolphins have Ryan Fitzpatrick. Okay, this is not a good Colts team at quarterback, but this is a good Colts team in general. I do think it's going to be close enough that the Colts could make a run, but I do think the Titans are going to win it. They get it at home. We all saw how dominant their defense was last week, and Marcus Mariota looked like he was a Hall of Famer last game. He's amazing. Looked amazing. I do think the Tennessee Titans, I think the Colts are going to make it close within 14, but 3-point underdogs, I mean, come on. This isn't a good enough team for that. I think the Titans are going to win it outright, and they're going to win it. Colts aren't going to cover. Okay, so going on to the next game, Chargers at Detroit. Oh, this is a tough one because the Chargers really disappointed me last week. I did think the Colts were a good team, and I thought the Chargers were going to blow them out. The Colts stayed in it to the very end and sent it to overtime, which makes me disappointed. I do think the Chargers might take a step down this year just because of that game. I don't know. I didn't like what I saw out of that team, that defense. Okay. But I was upset with the Detroit Lions even more. They were my one tie of the week, and I had them winning, and they lost their lead against the Cardinals, which made me upset. They just imploded at the end of the game, which makes me not respect them as a team. I do think it's going to be close. LA is supposed to win by 2.5. I see that not happening. I don't think the LA is going to win outright. I think Detroit. This is a big upset for me, but I'm picking Detroit. I saw good things out of Stafford, and I saw Kenny Golladay being amazing. Marvin Jones Jr. still being the same guy he was, and Hawkinson turned out to be a fantastic pick for my fantasy team. I love this offense. It's just, can the defense take to the next step? It's my question. I think Detroit and LA are going to be in a shootout. I think Detroit's going to win this game. So they're going to cover and win it outright. Okay. 2 more games. Bills at Giants. Okay. I was wrong about the Jets last week. I thought the Bills-Jets game was going to be close, but the Jets were going to win. But the Bills recovered at the end of the game. Poppers was upset because everyone knows Jets are her favorite team. But the Bills really impressed me. And the Giants last week didn't. Not even close. When you only hand the ball off to Saquon 12 times, and he's the only playmaker on your team, that's stupid, Pat Shurmur. Okay. So if they do that again, they're definitely going to lose by a whole bunch. And if they do that still, they're still going to lose by a whole bunch because this Bills team is playoff caliber. This Giants team, not even close. Okay. Bills Giants aren't going to cover, and Bills are just going to win in a blowout. I can't believe that the Bills are only supposed to win by 2. That's just a terrible, terrible line. Okay, so Cardinals at Ravens. Okay, that Cardinals-Lions game was confusing about what to think of it. They played terrible football for 3 quarters. Their defense kept them in the game, kind of. I mean, Stafford still threw 3 touchdown passes, but, I mean, they kept them within striking distance at the end of the game, but this Cardinals offense is very confusing because for 3 quarters they were terrible, one of the worst offenses in the league, and then like 4th quarter suddenly they were one of the best offenses in the league. It doesn't make sense, and I just don't know about them. They're a wild card, which is why I didn't pick them to. I am gonna pick the Ravens to win this week. They're a wild card. I don't know what to think of the Ravens-Dolphins game either. I did pick the Dolphins, but I didn't realize the Dolphins were going to be that sucky. I thought Fitzpatrick could do something, but they can't. Okay. So, I don't know if the Ravens are a really good team or the Dolphins are just a really sucky team. I think it's a combination of both. I don't think the Ravens are going to win by 13.5 points against this good Arizona defense and a good Arizona offense. I do think the Ravens are going to win outright, but I do think the Cardinals are going to cover. Okay. So last game, that was the last game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. Please smash the like and subscribe button for more videos like this. See you in a few days with the other 2 videos. Bye.